At
Good evening, students. Let us continue our class. So, we have already covered one third part of that chapter, the new house. Now, today we'll just discuss about the last part, that what is about the new house and what is fantasy here. If you have remembered in our first class, I have mentioned that word. Is it fantasy? What is fantasy? I have mentioned. So, if you have remembered, now in the last part, conclusion part, we'll get the fantasy world of Coraline. Clear that what she is dreaming of, at last only it will be discovered. Let us see. So while they are doing the dinner, father has made the same recipe, the same dish which Coraline didn't like, and instead of eating that recipe, she wants to eat what? Microwave chips and mini pizza. So she has used the microwave and it is going on like that. After that, let us continue. If you tried it, maybe you would like it, said Coraline's father, but she shook her head. So father has just again suggested her that if you try, you will be definitely like it. But she just shook her head. That night Coraline lay awake in her bed. That night she can't sleep at all. That night she can't sleep at all. The rain had stopped and she was almost asleep when something went. She sat up in bed. Something went. If you see in your book, the word T it has mentioned means she is in shock to see something while she was awake on her bed. Something went crack. It's a sound. Okay. Now, why the writer has used this kind of words? I said it before that he is always in his fantasy world. So, how to explain the word he used to use? It will attract the people. So, every nook and corner he is mentioning his writing. Is it even the sound of that door, how it is opening, even that thing which is going all of a sudden? It is also happening with us, is it? Sometimes while we are busy to do our work, we are feeling that someone has just went or passed away. Is it passed away from that place? So we are thinking like that. So similarly, it happened with Coraline while she is awake on her bed. Coraline got out of bed and looked down the hall. So she is in shock. So she waked up and just looked down the hall, but saw nothing strange. But nothing was there. She walked down the hall. From her parents' bedroom came a low snoring. Father is snoring there, and an occasional sleeping mutter. That was her mother. Mother is also someone is then having habit during sleep is talking. It's just muttering and all. So mother is having that habit. Coraline knows it very well, and father is snoring. That is very common thing. Nothing is extra or strange there in the hall except this too. Coraline wondered if she dreamed it, whatever it was. Coraline is very tensed and thinking that, am I dreaming or what? Something moved. Really, something moved. It was little more than a shadow. It looked like a shadow. And it scuttled down the darkened hall fast like a little patch of night. If you have seen moonlit night, okay, and there is a little shadow under the trees and all, so that shadows will look like that is a patch of the night. Okay, little bit dark there. So like that dark, a shadow has been seen by Coraline. Coraline has seen that something is there. Okay, which is very strange. She hoped it wasn't a spider. She thought first that it can be a spider. Spiders made Coraline intensely uncomfortable. It can be a spider. The black shape went into the drawing room. Then from the hall to the drawing room it is going, and Coraline followed it a little nervously. Though she is very nervous, she is in fear that what is that strange thing, but still she is just going with that. The word you will remember first one, that scuttled, though you know that word. Scuttled, the new word. Okay. Then she was just moving with that shadow. The black shape went into the drawing room. She was following that one. The room was dark. Drawing room, before we have mentioned how it looks like. It is only for the expensive person only. The only for the best we have mentioned before. It's like that only. And Caroline, who was standing in the doorway, cast a huge and distorted shadow onto the drawing room carpet. She looked like a thin, giant woman. So, while Caroline has seen her own shadow, she herself only looked like a giant woman. Is it? We know that our shadow is actually larger than us, according to the light shade and all. Is it? So, it is similarly like that. While she is opening the doorway of that drawing room, her shadow is look like a giant woman. Caroline was just wondering whether or not she ought to turn on the lights when she saw the black shape edge slowly out from the beneath of the sofa. So suddenly she on the light and she has seen that similar shadow is under the sofa. It paused and then dashed silently across the carpet toward the farthest corner of the room. And from there, it is slowly going to the farthest corner of that particular room. There was no furniture in that corner of the room. There is no furniture at all. Caroline turned on the light. Again she turned on the light. There was nothing in the corner. Nothing but the old door that opened onto the brick wall. So what is there? There is nothing at all. But only that door was open, which her mother supposed to just close. Is it? Though she not locked, but the door was closed. But now she was sure that her mother had shut the door, but now it was ever so slightly open. Wow, how it can be slightly open? Mother has already dashed. Is it? Though it is not locked, but it is not actually open properly, but slightly open. Just a crack. Looks like a crack. Caroline went over it and looked in. There was nothing there, just a wall built of red bricks. In the book picture, you can see that there is nothing at all. Only that door was slightly open and there only a little red brick. That is only. Caroline went over it and looked in. There was nothing, just a wall built of red bricks. Caroline closed the old wooden door, turned out the light, and went to bed. So she off the light and went to the bed. She dreamed of black shapes that slide from place to place, avoiding the light until they were all gathered together under the moon. So all she is just dreaming of, as there is no response at all. All she is just dreaming in her mind. That there should be a mystery related with that too. Is it the 14 number door? Keep it in mind. Then little black shapes with little red eyes and sharp yellow. All these are imagination of Coraline. They started to sing. The song itself is, "We are small but we are many. We are many, we are small. We are here before you rose. We will be here when you fall." So these sentences Coraline has made. Clear. Their voices were high and whispering and slightly whiny. Whiny means very cunning. They made Caroline feel uncomfortable. Caroline is not feeling very comfortable. Then Caroline dreamed a few commercials, and after that she dreamed of nothing at all. Commercials means advertisement. It is happening with us also. While we are dreaming, sometimes we forget that what we are dreaming. And suddenly again another dream we are dreaming. And suddenly it happened that we are trying to just merge both dreams and all. So like in the TV, television, if you're watching any series or any movie, in between advertisements are coming. So like that, while she is dreaming, these all advertisements are coming. Other things are indulging. Is it? So at last we didn't get anything that how it's end and all. But end we can get a clue that Coraline is living in her fantasy world. Is it? She wants to explore to get that fantasy only, and she can get how? Only by exploring outside. So while she is exploring and finding how many doors, windows are there, all these things while she is finding, and while she focused on that particular door, something is working in her mind. She dreamed of related with that wall, that really there is some mysteries, though there is nothing, brick and all. But these all things actually going on in her mind. We know that dream is nothing but whatever we are doing during the day. Is it? Daytime what we'll do, the same thing only will work at night while your mind is very calm. Is it? So like that, Coraline is just dreaming about that fantasy world. Someone is there, something is there, a shadow is there which is following her, and they are singing by their own. They are having their cunning looks and all, slightly winning and all. So these all things related with fantasy. As there is it's a new house, so curiosity is there, and because of the curiosity, Coraline is living in her fantasy. So, except of this word distorted, that also you will prepare. Distorted. These meanings you will prepare, and we have ended this chapter. Now, related with the chapter, so many exercises are given here. Is it? Like these questions will do. Like true false, after that question answer and reference with the context. This is also there. We will discuss. But before that, let me tell you some questions from the text I will give you in my worksheet, that you will mention, that I will mention in demo, that you will do, and including that you will do these all exercises. So question number B is a reference with the context, that you will do, and question number C also you will write down in your copy. Clear? That I will mention. Hopefully there is no doubt about the chapter, because so many days we spent to with this only. Okay, it's just nothing, a fantasy world of a girl who loves to explore, and parents are not paying attention at all. Okay, but instead of this, she explored that new flat where they are living only presently, and because of this exploring, she got an idea about this flat, and finally in her fantasy or world and dream, she got that one. Okay, that is only the exploration. Outside she cannot go and explore, but on the bed, in her mind, she is exploring. How she is exploring? With the fantasy world, that something is strange there. Something strange is there which is following her, or rather she is following. So just only to explore, her mind is exploring while she about to sleep. Clear? This all only. So hopefully the chapter is clear. In our next class, and I'll go to the next chapter. But related with this chapter, if you have any doubt, please tell me. I will try to solve this one, but definitely there will not be any doubt, as text is very easy. I explained meanings you have to do all, and the exercises you have to write in your copy. And except of this exercise worksheet, I'll provide you in demo. This is for today. Thank you, class.